After 9 rounds of heart-stopping action, the 5th edition of the Sinquefield Cup ended in a convincing victory for the pride of France, Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, whose critical win in the all-important final round pulled him away from the rest of the pack. The best players in the world regaled us with their deep opening preparation, creative middle game ideas, contentious endgames, and overall daring play. This epic tournament will go down as one to remember as its reputation continues to grow as one of the greatest events in all of chess. Hello everyone, and welcome to the closing ceremony of the 2017 Sinquefield Cup here in St. Louis, the capital of chess in the United States. I'm Maurice Ashley, and I'm honored to be here among these great players, dignitaries, friends, and fans of the chess club. It was a spectacular event this year. Absolutely great play by the players. They had incredible fighting spirit. They showed grit, they showed toughness, and most of all, they showed class. And so it is our pleasure to introduce you to our closing ceremony. Before we go any further, I would like to thank two people who, without them, there would be no Sinquefield Cup, there would be no Chess Club and Scholastic Center of St. Louis, and there wouldn't be a resurgence of chess in the United States. Please give a big hand, everyone, to Dr. Jeannie Sinquefield and Rex Sinquefield. Now, we all have to say that one of the great things about this event is the fact that it's broadcasted so well, and they have hired the best, absolutely great teams. We want to thank Randy Sinquefield of Spectrum Studios and Tom Wilkinson and his team at Silverback, because without them, we don't look so good. And we appreciate everything they've done to really take chess broadcasting to the very highest level. I also want to thank Fleischman Hillard, who was in charge of all the media in this event. And of course, we want to thank special group, and those are the commentators. And we had a crackerjack team. Rex likes to call us the best in the world. A little bit of hyperbole. Rex is used to engaging in hyperbole. But we thank him and appreciate that. And first, I'd like to thank some of the commentators that worked with us. First of all, from the Spanish broadcast, Grandmaster Alejandro Ramirez and Women's International Master Yvette Garcia. Please give them a hand. We also had our own Grandmaster, roving Grandmaster, who also had his special coach's corner. Count's corner. Count. I forget. Romanian. Yes, there's a connection. Please, thank you very much to Christian Chirilla, Grandmaster Christian Chirilla. We had other commentators as well working the show. We had Eric Hansen, who I believe is not here anymore, Grandmaster Eric Hansen, and also Grandmaster Varuzhin Akobian. We had other assistants as well. Women's Grandmaster, working as a journalist for the event, Women's Grandmaster Tatev Abrahamian. And we also had a new member of the team working with the Spanish broadcast, International Master Dorsa Durakshani. And these two are my partners in crime. We absolutely had a lot of fun. People say we have chemistry. It's because we actually like each other. My honor, my special honor, to introduce the Super Friends, Grandmaster Yasser Sirwan and Women's Grandmaster Jennifer Shahadi. Big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the Grand Chess Tour is a big vision. It was a big vision by big visionaries. It's important, of course, Rex and Jeannie had their vision, but also we had partners in this. One, Gary Kasparov, who is conspicuously absent today. I don't know where Gary is. But we also had other partners as well. The Chess Promotions Limited from London, Malcolm Payne, who is the organizer of the London event. And he definitely is one of those that we'd like to thank as well. Now, the organizers, the event is held in many stages. This year, it's 5 stages. We had in the Paris leg, Colliers International, Vivendi, and Daily Motion. On the Leuven leg, Your Next Move. Here, of course, the Sinquefield Cup is Rex Sinquefield and the St. Louis Chess Club, as well as the new member of this amazing tournament series, the Rapid and Blitz, which will start in just a couple of days. And finally, the London Chess Classic, which will happen in December, and as aforementioned, Malcolm Payne organized. All right, well, I have the special honor, now that that is out of the way, of introducing a woman who keeps Rex in check. That is hard to do, let me tell you, but she does it with style, with grace. I'd like to welcome Dr. Jeannie Sinquefield.
And we do have to mention Maurice as the third of the parties in crime. Now, for those of you who have been here for the very beginning, the first year was just the Sinquefield Cup. And Rex did not want it to be named the Sinquefield Cup. But I overruled him. And I would like to thank all the people who are already here who have won in the past. Magnus Carlsen, year 1. Fabuano Caruano, year 2, with his wonderful 7-year. Laban Aronian. And Wesley So. And I won't mention the 5th one because it's going to be a surprise. So my job is to introduce Rex. So this tournament is named after Rex. Sinquefield Cup, here you go.
Thank you, Jeannie. Is this on? Yes, it is. Well, you know, Shakespeare said that parting is such sweet sorrow, and how right he was. When this tournament comes to a close, I get homesick for it. We celebrate the tournament at the end of it, but things have to go, and we have to say goodbye to these incredible chess players and great friends. And I'm going to repeat some of the thanks because they deserve it, certainly Randy and all of his crew. And it is not hyperbole to say that Jennifer, Yasser, and Maurice are the best commentators of any sport in the world. It is a statement of utmost accuracy. And thanks also again to all of our live commentators doing the Spanish broadcast over at Kingside Diner, and Alejandro and Yvette, Var and Eric, etc. All of you make this really exciting, and it's interesting to see that we get bigger crowds every year. The Grand Chess Tour is working around the 2018 calendar to expand the tour, and when we know the answers, we will share them with you. So with this, I will turn it over to one of the three great chess commentators in the world, Grandmaster Maurice Ashley.
Well, before we continue, let's first acknowledge these great players, these great geniuses of our time, without which you would have no Grand Chess Tour, without which we wouldn't be so entertained by their fighting spirit. I'd like to just acknowledge each and every one of them as they have come from far and wide. They have prepared immensely for this battle. Someone has to win. Someone has to be not so great. But they're all gentlemen. And it was an absolute pleasure to watch you players. I'm a fan. I consider myself one of the bigger fans. Being able to follow you guys and watch you play is just such a special treat. I can tell you the commentators feel like we can't believe we have this job, and it's because of gentlemen like yourselves. So first, I'll call your name. Please stand and acknowledge the crowd. From the United States, Grandmaster Wesley So. From Russia, Grandmaster Yan Nepomniachtchi. Armenia, Levon Aronian. Also from Russia, Peter Svidler. From India, Vishwanathan Anand. From Norway, Magnus Carlsen. From the United States, Fabiano Caruana. Also from the United States, Hikaru Nakamura. From Russia, Sergei Karyakin. And I think there's someone I forgot. From France, Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. Whenever we do these ceremonies, we always forget someone. There's someone sitting, very special person here sitting at stage. He is a personal advisor to Garry Kasparov, as well as a member of the board of the Grand Chess Tour, and his work has been truly seminal in being able to support this event. I'd like to introduce also Michael Khodorkovsky. We hired a new technical director this year, Graham Jurgensen of South Africa, who did quite a bit of work. I'm sure he's watching live online right now. So thank you, Graham, wherever you are. We know you keep plugging away at all the rules and all the niceties and details that we need. I'd like to now introduce the winners, the top players in the event. This player went through the entire event undefeated. He was at +2, played one of the most brilliant games of the event, maybe the most brilliant game of the event. And as always, continues to show how incredible he is at staying current with the game. I know he hates to hear that he's the elder statesman. But today I was in the gym, and guess who was the only other player I saw in the gym? It was this gentleman. He stays fit. He's still a marvelous champion. 5-time world champion, tying for second place, Vishwanathan Anand. Rex, could you stand with him, please? photos. Another magnificent champion. I mean, his name says it all. He always looks to win every single event he plays. He actually won the first 2 legs off the Grand Chess Tour in total style. Came just a little short, but for a few moves in this competition, we'd be calling him the runaway winner of the Grand Chess Tour. But as usual, he picked himself up, dusted himself off, and when it mattered in the last round, won as he needed to. Please acknowledge our reigning world champion, Magnus Carlsen. And I will hand the microphone over to Rex for a special introduction of our winner.
Thank you, Maurice. You know, it was almost 200 years ago, in 1821, that Louis Charles Ma de la Bourdonnais became the strongest chess player in the world. He kept his position as the best player until his death in 1840. La Bourdonnais was considered one of the uncrowned kings of chess, or unofficial world champion, since there was no official championship tournament to be held until 1886, and I'm happy to say that some of those games were played right here in St. Louis. So it's been 200 years since Le Bourdonnais made his mark, and now we have French Grandmaster Maxime Vachier-Lagrave become the world's #2 rated player by winning the 2017 Sinquefield Cup, one of the strongest tournaments of the year. Maxime is just a short distance behind the reigning world champion Magnus Carlsen, who is in the lead for the 2017 Grand Chess Tour. And the ultimate winner of this tour will be decided by the last leg in London. And who knows, maybe one day we will see the ultimate challenge of the Chess Crown, the World Championship, Grandmaster Magnus Carlsen against Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. It is my pleasure to recognize and to invite up here the winner of the 2017 Sinquefield Cup, Maxime Vachier-Lagrave.
While Maxime collects his championship trophy, there are 2 trophies there. One Maxime gets to take home and one which stays with the chess club. He is the 5th unique winner of this event. We've had 5 tournaments so far, and no one has repeated as a winner of the event. Pretty incredible. Just shows how tough it is to win this one time, much less to win it twice. So Maxime, the pride of France, he made a special claim that he really wanted to win this event. He did not want to go away without the title because, in fact, he had not won a super tournament, elite tournament by himself. And this time he has accomplished his dream. Maxime, please, congratulations, and please give us a few remarks.
Well, I mean, there's many thanks I have to address, and the first of them will go to Janie and Rex for the amazing work they're putting up and to bring this chess tournament. And I think St. Louis is more than the Sinquefield Cup. I mean, there's so much going on in St. Louis, and the club is expanding. There's a Hall of Fame, and I think it goes to show their dedication to bring chess to the highest levels. Then there's also of course, the whole staff who's been, at our service for the last 2 weeks, and every time we come here, so the staff at the club, at the Hall of Fame, everyone working to make this event possible and of the highest standards. Of course, There's also the players. I think this year we had an event of really, that was extremely tense because before the last round, 5 players could actually clinch the title. And in general, the games were all hard fought, and some of them were of really great level, and I loved playing this event. I love a challenge, and I think everyone here loves a challenge. And now for some more personal thanks, because I think I need to acknowledge, the work, first of all, that my seconds put up for me to be able to challenge everyone in this field in the openings, and I think it went beyond my expectations. I'd like to thank my family because, they support me for the best part of my 26 years of age, and it's impossible to achieve the level I'm at right now without their help. I'd like to thank my friends who supported me throughout the event. I was not really in touch with them. No, I was in touch with them, but they were not here. My French colleagues, and we would keep in touch via Skype, via Facebook, and they would encourage me. Even when you're tired by the end of the event, you just want to show them your gratitude by giving your best in the last games, and I think that made all the difference. And I'm sure I'm forgetting some persons, of course, there were the people who supported me throughout the event. There were also those one congratulating me at the end, and I received so many messages. I was too lazy to answer all of them, but I'll try to do that probably in the plane tomorrow. That sounds like a good time to do that. And no, that's not good. But of course, I also have to thank Alejandro because he picked me as winner of the event before. So.
That's been Jennifer Shahadi, by the way.
Yeah. So. Thanks to you, you showed support, you showed great vision, and that I didn't expect from you, but you can always be pleasantly surprised. Vive la France!
The pride of France, once again, ladies and gentlemen, Grandmaster Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. Well, as Maxime said, of course, you forget people who are involved in this event and all the support we get here from this amazing place. It wouldn't happen without the leadership of Tony Rich, Big Dog, Executive Director, and certainly Joy Bray, who I'm sure is hiding somewhere. Come on, Joy, come on. Acknowledge it, yes. And her incredible team. We are in absolute austere surroundings, this wonderful place, epic place, the World Chess Hall of Fame, the great players here on these walls. And these players, of course, will very shortly grace those walls as well. They have a long career ahead, so they're not thinking about that right now. But they are already legends of this game. Well, there's another event that will be taking place in a couple of days. A few players here will not be playing in it. Magnus Carlsen has already played and won 2 events. Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, who is hot on his heels, has also played 2 events, and Wesley So has also played 2 events. There are a couple of wild card players here who will depart as friends, as always. Peter Svidler, who played wonderfully this event, in the end won a big game in the last round. Jan Nepomniachtchi, you're here still, right? You're here still, okay. Make sure we forget it. Yeah, no, we want you to stay. We want you to stay. And it looks like everybody else is going to stay with us. Sorry? That's right? Yeah, so everybody else is going to be here. And then there's going to be one interloper. we'll call him. His name is Gary Kasparov, and he will join us as well. And you don't want to miss that event. It's going to start, of course, on the 14th, and we will have tremendous excitement around Gary's return to the game, even if it's only, he calls it a one-off. I'm not sure I believe him, but he will certainly be fighting for the highest title here, and it'll be a lot of fun. We will keep on the edges of our seats as we do commentary for that as well. It will be Rapid and Blitz beginning at 12:50, the show, on 12:50 Central, 1:50 Eastern, right here in St. Louis. Well, thank you, everyone. That event will, of course, be concluded, the whole tour in London, so we'll look forward to that. But right now, we will say thank you here from St. Louis. It was a spectacular event. As Maxime said, 5 players could have won in the end, but one had to emerge the champion. We appreciate your fan support, and we continue to try to provide you with the best kind of broadcast that we can. We are humbled by your graciousness. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night, and goodbye from St. Louis.